Good afternoon, police officer. How can I help you around here? Welcome back to Dealership Tycoon, and that what today it is that I should be able to keep on focusing. That we're just completely going to be upgrading all for itself for just a little bit like this one. So I might absolutely wanted to find for anything in about for this thing. So I'll be looking. Everything is gonna be going all right. So if I just gonna be last thing we need to do for any more of these things, we're finishing around for many more of these things. So, and guess what? Looks like the season 7 is already here. So in a few 5 days ago, for over 5 days or 3 days ago. So we just eventually looked up for this thing, and season ends in 41 days around here. So I will be hurry in a one time as well. So I'll be getting a little bit of one customers as well. I'm not pretty sure. We're being as fast as possible as we come a little bit as well. We cannot able to came through about for this thing, and we're already slightly finishing, and we have 8 things to do, and we got a first surprise, a Chevy Camaro. Now we're gonna be trying to take around for this drift track as well, so we cannot able to do for its first time. So we managed to teleport it into a nightly drag races, and I'm probably you're very sure we have just completely unlocked that it just pretty good. The top speed is 210 of miles per hour as well. So as I just possibly use this vehicle, it's gonna be definitely crazy, right? But somebody has its own for monstrous tires as well. 3.5 million is going to be coming up next, but I'm slightly not very sure. It's being sold out in a limited time to buy for this motorcycle, so not much that I just literally, even that I just eventually own of the limited time cars. We got our first car complete, and our limited time vehicle is going to be sold out in the first couple of days. So when I'm just going to be buying for a Suzuki or BMW, I'll be making sure I have the first dragster are going to be blasted throughout the stars, and this vehicle isn't upgradable about this thing. So it will be selling out for really fast until I buy for this for over 200 miles per hour. So looks like I'm never gonna be gone too long, so maybe later for this on. Even we're about to finish this season immediately as going all the way. So it sounds like a V6 engine, and the fastest acceleration goes towards extremely fast. Now I'm not pretty sure that we're pretty blasted throughout for this 5th gear. So we have finally finishing in 11 seconds, and looks like although that beastly mother fighter of this one thing, so we have finished any of these drag races to do this. So we're gonna be continuing this out for later on, and later we need somewhere other kinds of tasks to do so. And before this, in our next task will be in ourselves to get around for somewhere over private. So in this season 7, we're gonna be collecting everything as trophies as fast as we can, until we're gonna be unlocking everything as fast as possible before I was slightly nothing as well. 1.2, the 1.5 mile isn't going to be way insane. I cannot able to step out of the vehicle. It looks like how much trophies did I just get? 1,614 trophies we got ourselves. So in our next drag race, I'm pretty such as really prohibitive out here anymore like these days. So I cannot join around for the police chase or something. Isn't going to be just like right. Return to the drag race, and let's say we're gonna be testing out of this thing as well. So no going around for extremely fast, not too long as well. So make sure that the car isn't going to be overheated as possible. As you can see, that the rev has just completely worked before the start. And it looks like we're just eventually finishing around for 7 seconds, under 8 seconds of this only one front. And because of the brakes is pretty good, in our first 3 runs, we just obtained the badge of drag racing, I guess. Under 8 seconds, we're completely blasting. Everything is gonna be always I got. We got finish any kinds of seconds. And also, you can absolutely drift about with this thing as well. So, what should we gonna be doing next? Around for any more of these couple of miles. And the next thing we're gonna be doing for a Street Outlaws test. And it looks like there must be 1 player left. And we're about to wait and see what is going on out here. So the Nitrox is gonna be coming up next around for this thing. And I'm slightly not able to be favorite of this thing as well. So I'm absolutely required to upgrade for the race engines. It's completely like itself for many more like these things. The turbos are need for exactly, we're going to be using a supercharger mode as well. As when I likely going to be using for a race turbo, which is I slightly not able to do this. Titan supercharge is needed and towards into this game already. So because of the loud dragster sounds as anyways, or maybe something is even for 3 laps into this some kind of hidden circuit, or probably this isn't going to be street race has started. So a 1.4 mile drag race has just begun. So we're going to be doing this for later on. So return to drag race. And let's try to think something short. Now, I'm pretty really sure this isn't going to be using for 1.8 miles driven. So it looks like the police are just not able to be joining around for this later on. So looks like we're going to be fueling maximize the throttle. And we're off. And as you can see, the suspension is going to be trying to lift off around here. 5 seconds of the course. So the next thing we're going to be going around for the street race. Somebody is slowing out there. I have to leave the game and probably re-obtained around for this thing as always. So the first thing we need to upgrade up this vehicle. We cannot use upgrades and by itself, which is completely anything we just already reviewed. So we're going to be keeping on things original and stay as a dragster for life. So it looks like the body is only primary. And it can cost for over $5,000 in cash. So I'm gonna be pretty wanted to choose from, and I'm pretty obtainable for anything that's gonna be wanted to do so. Now I'm pretty not sure we're completely going to be colorize the wheels as much as possible. We cannot do this for colorizing of this vehicle. Now looks like we just literally never gonna be making for making all of to this thing. So looks like 1640 trophies we got here, and looks like we are absolutely going to do for its next round. I think we just slightly jumped out of here, and we're gonna be doing this for 1 match for this thing. So it looks like even if it's the same upgrades of this thing, so I won't be able to keep things out as well. So we're changing this to color white, and I'm not pretty sure that we're completely right there as anyways. He's using a motorcycle, but I have slightly able to buy for the BMW motorcycle, the fastest motorcycle in the world. I'm probably not sure this isn't gonna be very right, as he forced me to switch lives, or somebody is completely slow. Nothing to do this. Somebody is absolutely out of control, I guess. So, no, 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 no! This is not pretty good. It's horrifying that they choose the most votes. So these idiots are just gonna be trying to do their own. Nope, and probably these idiots are just trying to kill themselves as well. So I'm gonna be using the supercharger as well. A pro stock vehicle blasted everything itself for just a little bit. Ended up in second place. And where should I obtain for this thing? No! I shouldn't be able to get around here. So the race has been in progress. And I could have without done each other for many more reasons. Once they absolutely respawned as anyways, so looks like it's not gonna be me anyways that morning. That shouldn't be able to get for much more work, I guess. So it looks like we're gonna be using in our quarter mile. So this is absolutely going to be fast as well. So we're not gonna be using for this thing. So maybe we're using about for this thing. So we're completely going to be for our highest votes. And looks like I should be able to be next. So I'll be obtainable. And we're going to be having a battle with a motorcycle as well. And we're completely to go. As we're under 8 seconds as we go. Now blasted all the way for this thing. I have finally obtained for under 8 seconds. Finally! We just got of this thing as well. And maybe we should be able to get one more. I respond with shot as well. And our next players isn't going to be afraid of this thing as well. So, what that I have any trophies we got. 1654 trophies we got. And I most likely, the pro stock like this thing isn't going to be very real. And for this main, the top fuel dragster, we're going to be taking on for ourselves. I do not like the highest vote on our a 1.2 mile. So not a half a mile isn't going to be driven for very much. It will be waiting for so long without a top fuel dragster is going to be against me as well. Now I feel I'm going to be pretty strange of this. Instead of supercars, I'm just going loose. Dragsters are going to win, and then I should be able to choose one. If that's somebody who will be choosing and against for next thing is about for this way. If you're just going to be choosing one more time, I swear this isn't going to be going around. Yeah. So, the top fuel dragster versus a little bit of one thing. He just completely flied off. And I just did a wheelie a little bit for this time. Finally, it's time to wrap up for today's video. And hopefully that does a little bit of great idea as well. So if you enjoy about for this season 7 of this crazy world of like 10 into the Dealership Tycoons into a big racing simulator out here, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more drag races throughout for the season 7 before it's over in the last 40 days as well. And thanks for watching, for all your support. And this is going to be Turbo Concepts signing off. And I'll talk to you mini lads all later. And especially for Street Outlaws.